The doula is in the house today. All right. So,
Yes.
Karen, can you tell me a little bit about the backstory of how all this book came to being?
Oh, yes. Well, it began with my divorce about 9 years ago. I was married to a pastor, and we both were planning a surprise for each other. I was planning him a 15-year anniversary celebration, and he was planning my divorce. I had no language to describe what I was going through. And one of the things that I learned in this process of going through the trauma in the research, I learned hate behavior or really wanting a divorce. It was a tactic. And then later on, I also found out about narcissistic behavior and those certain patterns. So I decided to write this book, and not only just to tell my story, but to also share with people and walk through their journey with their story. If you can resonate with anything in this book and anything sounds familiar, you are not alone. If you can resonate with any of it, I want you to know that you're not crazy, that you're not alone. And there are people that are going beside you, people you're working with every day that don't talk about this because it's embarrassing, it's humiliating to talk about it. And then people wonder why you're still there. But the main thing is that you're not alone. And one of the things I want people to know is that you can thrive after surviving a divorce. And a lot of people are afraid to make a move or to make a decision to move on with their life, but you can thrive.
Your story, the book, is really written for that woman who is in the process or just on the other side. Is it for healing? What would you say is the ideal audience for this book?
Well, the ideal audience, it could be for both genders per se. I would say ages 18 and up, but I also, in the book, it includes a strategy of vetting for long-term relationship. I also added, not only am I telling my story, but there's a learning tool within the book and within the processes because in marriages and in relationships, a lot of time people don't even realize that they're being abused. They just think it's bad behavior, that it'll get better. They're looking for things to turn around. They're searching for that moment when they first got together, that love bombing stage that also kicks off those euphoric feelings, and they want that back. And they constantly excuse behavior for.
Yeah, just to keep it going. So, everybody, go to queenequity.com and check out all the services that Karen has. Make the decision today that you're going to thrive, not just survive, as you move forward. And Karen has got the book for you to read, Knife in Shining Armor: The Shock of Deception.